See, I learned. Twilight Lunar. Ooh, shiny. Like the eyes. It's like they're looking at me. Collect the moon. Alright, I am excited about collecting moons. Oh, and I should claim this before I forget. Get that done. Message cleaner. Baby Yoshi, message cleaner. Oh. Alright. That's the thing that happened. I guess that's important. This is aesthetic. I guess there's multiple moons, and I need to get all the moons. What's this? Oh, it's a waterfall spawner. Oh, this is sexy. This is cute. I'm digging this so far. I'm definitely going to have to look up how this did after the fact, because the name doesn't ring a bell to me. Oh, I probably needed to... This is probably a puzzle. Yeah, this was definitely a puzzle, and I definitely screwed it up. What do I do now? Oh, there's a reset door. It's a big reset door. You'd think I'd notice it. Okay. So I think what I want to do is I want to hit this. Then hit the one on the right. Yeah, I definitely want to hit the one on the right first. And then, yeah, okay. Do that after. I don't think there's any downside to doing that early. Definitely no downside to doing these early. Okay, let's just do it. Do it as quick as possible. Okay. Oh, this must be a key or something. Oh, that's cute. You know, in retrospect, I suppose I should have seen that coming. Alright, well, let's go for the first door first, I guess. Or, we did already go. Need to go. Oh, you need all 3 moons for this to work. Oh, I need 5? 5 moons? 7 moons? Huh. It's a big level. Alright, well, let's go to this one. Oh, we can't go to this one first. It requires a moon. Oh, sup, Arisen? Massive long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Oh, that emote's a banger right there. Just playing some random VLDC levels. And if anyone wants an incredibly terrible Kaizo player to play their KLDC level testing for levels for testing, I'm apparently available. Did one for did a little bit for Faro a minute ago. I know Zuccotti was hoping, but we'll see if Zuccotti comes around. Aw, man, I missed it by like an inch. Doing much better. Really glad to hear that, man. Really glad to hear that. Really glad. Oh, man. Wait a second. I learned this time. Alright, maybe I didn't learn well enough. For some reason, I was too scared to stay on the platform. Just wasn't sure what it was going to do. Ow. Blocks are animated. Can't wait to X-animate your own stuff. Yeah. Like, this is impressive, especially considering it's VLDC. Like, you're so limited in what you can do. In fact, I'm pretty sure this particular, like, waterfall texture comes from the overworld or something. Well, the texture's the wrong word, but, like, animation comes from the overworld. Or it can be composited using magic that I don't fully understand, because VLDC's rules are weird to me. Cool, but weird. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's just always impressive how much people can actually do with just roughly vanilla stuff. Admittedly, nothing in OLDC came close, but still impressive. Oh man, not a fan of the colors. Yeah, it's very green. I was so close to getting that moon before. Alright, well I got the moon in that level. That's a really awkward looking check mark. Mechanics of this are awesome. Good design, VLDC level, no one want to play it. I mean, it's possible. The thing about VLDC is, like, it's pretty reasonable. Oh god, there's so much this is huge! Like, this area is humongous! It's like Mario 64. This is the door I came from, right? Or was it a different door? Yeah, a different door. I wasn't expecting to need to, like, beat a gigantic game. Oh, that's cute. Yeah. I don't think I can get through there even with Big Mario, as it turns out. Yeah. Oh, retry. No, I'm supposed to get through there. Ugh. We need to go faster? Maybe that's the trick? Oh, it's not the trick at all. I need to guide this Koopa shell. Yeah, as we learned from the prior room, the flames are sprite killers. There we go. That's really cute. Problems of creativity come from RTA setups instead of graphically appealing. Most people don't want that yet. I don't know about that. For VLDC, while an awful lot of levels were like very graphically appealing, they also had to stand on the grounds of designing gameplay pretty heavily. Like the rubric for it was very heavy on the first two and light on the last one. Like aesthetic was like 10 points compared to the rest. Oh, that's gonna be hard. And there are definitely some levels in there that were pretty demanding. And they did okay. Like one of them I think came in like 28th. It was this note block surfing level I spent 2 hours on. And I was like, yeah, that's enough. I've spent 2 hours on this. I've got to get it to like neutral ground before I can push it through there. Last you checked though, mid-airs and key jumps back when you were interested weren't allowed. Yeah, it still has to be standard, like normal difficulty. So you can't go all the way, you can't go full Kaizo, stuff like that. Nope, didn't quite have it calm enough. Though I imagine if you taught someone the art of key jumping, it might... no, I think key jumping might just be a bit too tricky. The block surfing thing was definitely weird, but it turns out there's a relatively consistent setup for it. Which is something I did not know before. This is tricky. People aren't ready yet, yeah. Well, there's always KLDC, that's currently going on. Definitely a venue where I know that the people who are judging it will enjoy that sort of thing much more. Like, I'm pretty sure Louie and Glitch Cat are no slouches when it comes to doing key jumps and mid-air. Definitely mid-airs. Wouldn't surprise me if someday, like, TJB has a mid-air level contest just to get more mid-airs in more hacks. Too early. Used to not be able to submit your hack at all, now you can. Fair. That's true, the rules have changed enough. Or the difficulty settings have changed. No, 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 don't. No, I needed to be like completely calm, and I had it completely calm, but not where I needed it to be. This is a really cool level. Just... I'm not sure how to do this yet. That might be good enough. It was not good enough. Alright. Oh shit. Well, thank you for the host. This level's using some layer 3 stuff, which has now gone away. But it still works. Still doing the USB thing. Even did a USB to NES thing recently, which was less reliable, unfortunately. Oh shit, speaking of the box. Thank you for the raid, Virus. How are you doing? That's amazing timing, honestly. Yeah, the box is a bit empty. This level uses layer 3 for its background, as you can tell. So the box will be empty. No worries, Arisen. Nothing bad happened. I just had to reload the background, and even if it did, oh no, a background went away. Like, it's not the end of the world. How was your stream? What were you up to, Virus? I can't stick around to chat. Super tired? Fair enough. I understand that. That's like 90% of the time when I raid. It's like, I'm gonna brush my teeth and go to bed while listening to your stream, kind of, and then I'm gonna go to bed. So. Fighting Millennia Blade of... I don't know what that is. Is it a Toho thing? That's my first guess. No, calm down, Shell. Nope. Elden Ring boss. Okay. So yeah, I guess I should explain the spiel right now. I'm Pat CDR. I'm usually moderating stuff for SMW Central, but today I've decided to, after the only moderation in the queue I actually want to do right now, the other ones are really long. I'm just kind of taking it easy with the smaller one. And it was weird because it said it had 17 exits and it had 5. And most of those had problems. So we'll get to that, around to that later. But now I'm just playing some random VLDC levels. Made you angry for hours. I can understand that. But that's pretty much what you expect from, what is it, From Software? Like, they make really hard, complicated bosses. Is my understanding. I've never actually played one of their games. Wait, I played the intro to, like, the first Dark Souls for, like, 5 minutes, but does that really count? Boss was beyond hard? Fair enough. Fair enough. Also, how you doing, Haru? So yeah, I'm playing on an SD to SNES. There's some USB nonsense going on. That's why that message box popped up. It's part of the raid. That's where my raid messages show up. In fact, a million years ago, I implemented that because I was having trouble actually seeing the various alert messages pop up. And so I put it in the game. Made all the difference. Friends say it was the hardest in the whole series. Damn. I would not know. I would have to ask my friend who actually likes those types of games. Because I'm curious now. Yes, I got it. And so these are some VLDC levels. Oh, this is a new mechanic. Mistakes were made. Cool, hacker. Thanks. As well as a few other, like, random features. Oh god, that's fire. I didn't scan it as fire. It reminds me, I need to turn on Safe Char because it's SA1. So one of those things that we can do is actually change the character sprite. Haven't done that in a while. We'll do this just because Fedora always comes in and asks for it. And if it crashes the game, so be it. And it didn't. So now we're Tails. First boss you fought from the From Software game? Okay. Yeah, my little brother's pretty into those types of games. Oh, this might take a little while. I lost my moon. I figure next time I give him a call, I'll have to ask about... Eh? Oh, I'm in a different spot now, okay. This level is really big. It's doing like a Mario 64 thing where you need to get more moons to proceed. And I had just acquired one previously at a different part of the level and forgot where I was. So when I went to the right, it was weird. Let's try this again. That's it. Yeah, I could have picked a different door this time. That was an option. But yeah, this is VLDC, and so there's not any extra, like, fancy ASM involved in this. This is all stuff you can do with just Lunar magic. And it turns out just Lunar magic, you can do an awful lot of things with, like, EX animation. There was one bit in Daizo and Evil Guy's level that used EX animation to illuminate an entire area, which was really amazing. Did not see that coming. And right now we're doing something weird with moons somehow. I'm not exactly sure how this trick works, but it's a really nifty trick where you can do things like set up specific blocks that people have to go through, and when they do, it removes other blocks in the level, which allows for some Mario Maker-esque Rube Goldberg machines to drop things. They're probably not all that Rube Goldberg-esque, and probably nowhere near Mario Maker difficulty, but that game provides very little support for doing that kind of thing. But yeah, just working and hacking. Been doing some NES stuff too. I played through Zelda 2 the other day, which is an interesting game. I didn't really like the combat until I got Downstab. Downstab made that game. Without it, I don't think I would have enjoyed it. Yep, it's a really nice tail sprite. It's the reason why Fedora always picks it when he wants to load a sprite. There we go, that was the key to it. There. I have a ridiculous collection of them. I just added one today. You can even look at it, it's in the channel parts rewards section. I got Tails, I got Sonic. Got a bunch of other ones that are less recognizable. And a few secret ones, because everyone needs to have a few secrets around. But yeah, that was a fun thing implementing them like a million years ago, was the character swapping. It turned out to be not terribly difficult once I understood what I was doing. And that code has basically been sitting there and has been fine for years now. But yeah, Zelda 2, I had a couple integrations. Nothing too fancy. I had the on-screen messages. I found a way to do that, which turned out to be really easy. Once I understood how how Zelda 2 handles updating the HUD. Turns out it only ever does it on level load, which is why it was important to handle it in a specific way, and it actually does it via a linked list, which is not what you would expect, honestly. But it was really convenient in the grand scheme of things. Mighty the Armadillo? I don't have Mighty the Armadillo, sadly. I'm limited somewhat to things on SMW Central and the occasional thing that someone else makes and says I can use, as well as a few other things I have from other sources. I don't think anyone's done a Mighty, though. That'd be pretty cool. Fedora asked me the other day what character I'd want. I think I said, I don't know, Amy Rose. But I've got a bunch. Oh, come on. Oh, what's up, Fedora? I figured that might summon you. Just wanted to show it off, and I figured Tails was the right way to go. Everyone likes Tails. Oh, no, 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 no! Oh, I screwed it up. It had a wall. Oh, man, what else? Last time I played a Sonic game, I guess, was around, like, February. I was thinking before that. How long it's been. Probably the one before playing through Sonic Adventure was probably when I did the and Knuckles research. In the other room in my apartment, there is a box that contains 20 copies of Sonic and Knuckles, and we decided to see exactly how far you can take it. And the answer is surprisingly far. It's either, what is it, 11 or 12, depending upon certain things. Because we initially were doing it with a 32X in the mix, and the 32X actually makes a difference. Surprisingly. My theory is it provides more power, but I haven't gotten around to writing up the results anywhere, exclusively. So I can get about 3 bounces before that kills me. I'm gonna milk the... I'm not gonna be able to come back, I don't think. Okay, I got there. That was scary. Oh good, I got the moon. Alright, so we know that moon was implemented via 1-up gate. Love this palette tone. Non-black line outlines are neat. Oh, okay, I was wondering what this was doing. Or how it was doing it. That does explain a few things. Alright, let's do another one. Okay, I have a Yoshi now. This explains a lot, actually. Nuts. I have to be small anyway. So being big is not exactly useful. Missed. Yeah, anyway, I guess to finish the NES thoughts, I'm probably going to work on some Zelda 1 stuff. So I'm excited. I have a silly idea that should work really, really well. I'm going to be curious to see how it turns out. I also kind of want to try using Crix's code for the USB stuff to see if it... I see the problem here. If it makes a difference. Yeah, this is VLDC. This is a level that surprised me. Like, the level maker wasn't one I know. So much custom graphics. Well, I mean, you can kind of tell some of these aren't, like, custom graphics. Like, you can kind of see, like, these are all pipes that have been remade to look like bricks. These pillars are definitely from, like, castles. That brick up there is from the Bowser boss fight, and so on. Right. Me doing small in myself. Because one of the problems with the USB to NES stuff I ran into was that it gets stuck sometimes when it's waiting for a read, and it's kind of a drag, honestly. Oh, come on. May have to fall asleep soon with this crazy stuff. Yeah, that was pretty awesome. How you doing, Hawaluta? I was gonna message you, but I was kind of hoping you'd just show up so I could say it anyway. I was thinking tomorrow for the Magic Circle. I could start a bit earlier if it would help, I think. Do a lot of Map 16 piecing together, but they did a really good job. Yep. Now, VLDC stuff is just always really cool when people fully embrace it. And even when they don't, like, just making a solid quality vanilla level is just good shit. There's nothing wrong with chocolate. But it's nice to just know that whatever you're playing, this is all vanilla stuff that could have been done. Oh, okay. So I got that one. I guess that's how it keeps track. These rooms seem smaller. Tomorrow night's good. You'll be at D&D, but that's much earlier in the evening. You have no idea how they made those clouds. I did this level already. Nuts. Oh, wait, no I didn't. It just looks like I did. Oh, it's a Lunar Yoshi. Yeah, actually, those clouds are kind of ridiculous. Wait on kids to fall asleep so you can try to sleep. Oh, fair. Understandable. Yeah, I'll send you a message later that you'll get after you're asleep, presumably. Alright, this is the room I need to go into, because it's the big moon room. Guess we'll try this one. These all start the same way? Okay. This is a there and back room, isn't it? The BG have no idea, but the EX animation, you have no idea. You didn't notice the pipe bricks and castle torches, ghost house windows, yeah. Clouds are made of that weird gunk that's next to a loose yellow? Maybe. That reminds me, I wanted to look up who did this, because you guys can see it on the screen and I can't. This is 11, right? Wait, I can just look at the screen. I can just look at my screen. Yeah, PokerFace. I don't know PokerFace. Like, that's not a name that I know. I've like seen any moderation stuff from. That was a really dumb way to do that. But this is really impressive stuff. Oh yeah, the gunk. Yeah, I remember seeing that. Huh. Maybe. I think it's... Well, I guess actually that could make a lot of sense since it's layer 3, right? So, and all the stuff there is already layer 3. But still, damn. SMW Piranha Island? I've never played that. I may need to after this. Oh, for Yoshi. Yeah, it's just a name, not a name I've ever come across. That's not what I meant to do. Like, I'm pretty... Maybe I have come across the PokerFace's name in credits before, now I think about it. It's the kind of name I would at least vaguely remember from seeing in someone's credits sequence. Dang it. Pop that open and take a look at see what it is. Full length ASM. That's pretty... Oh, 2015. Alright, that's... I guess that's not actually terribly that old when you really think about it. Yeah, I turned on Safe Chart because it tends to work a little bit better with the VLDC vanilla, with the 32 by 32, or with the SA1. Where's my brain? Patch. And so I'll do it when I get back to the overworld, and hopefully it won't crash the game. Otherwise I'll have to collect additional moons and turn that off, which would be sad. But that might be a hack I want to check out in the future. Okay, let's see if Mumbo will load. Come on, Mumbo. I believe this is Mumbo. Don't know much about it, but he's new in the roster, so new he's actually not in the list of characters. And I just noticed that some of these things. This is blue-haired Mumbo. Is he not supposed to have blue hair? I extracted the stuff right out of the one you sent me, so unless I guess it's possible. Oh god, what am I doing? That I didn't extract the correct palette, but it usually works. Might be this hack being specifically weird about it. It's possible. Oh, come on. Looking Ekum Bokum. Mumbo. Yeah, I could see that. This is a different one. It could be. Maybe I'll load up a clean version of SMW after this and take a look to see if it did it right. Because I didn't even test it, I'll be honest. Because my tooling for this usually works really well. But oh, I'm gonna need to get all of these because they're all... Oh boy. So I have to get... Oh, I have to do all of these in one go. Oh, I just noticed different color flames. They tell you what Yoshi you're gonna use. That's cute. It took me way too long to notice that. I also need to stop being rubbish at this section. It's not like jumping off a Yoshi twice is a challenging obstacle, really. Never mind. Is that a screenshot? Alright. Is he Irish? In fact, I didn't look at all. That's my bad. That is definitely not the color he should have. Decide dies there. I mean, some people go blue. You know, it's a way to go. Like, I think Wonkathek had blue hair for a long time. You know, there's worse hair colors in the world, I suppose. Anime constantly has people with blue hair. I'm trying to think of any right now, but I'm pretty sure it's a thing. I'm trying to think of, like, ridiculous blue hair. I'm like, what I'm coming up with is, like, characters that have kind of blue hair, but it's not, or like Ray. I guess Ray has pretty ridiculous blue hair from Evangelion. You had blue hair when you were 13, 14? I'd believe it. What am I doing? Your character's hair is very blue? I thought the name sounded familiar. Okay. No, that was not enlightening. I actually sat next to a dude who had a blue mohawk in, like, freshman English class. Until he decided one day he just shaved his head. He's like, nah, I just got tired of it. But because of the height of his mohawk, it was very, very noticeable that he no longer had it. Turned 31, your kids picked it and you were working in a nursing home. Residents didn't know what to think until you told them kids picked it. Aw. Oh. I'm certain they kind of took that in stride afterwards. Did you just, like, say, alright, 31, you can... It's time to dye my hair some color. He just used blue jello and bleached his hair. Possible. Well, now that he's big, he looks right. Maybe it's when he's small. I guess his hair is kind of purple. Kind of matches the background. Maybe there's some trickery going on here. There we go. You know, if you don't worry about the velocity you're flinging your Yoshi, it gets a lot easier. Totally against dress code, but you weren't changing it, they couldn't afford to lose you. Understandable. Alright, we've done that. Let's do yellow since I haven't done yellow yet. Oh. Back to being blue-haired. Alright. My yellow Yoshi. Need to bounce some sprites. It's a red shell. I was about to, like, put down the shell. Oh, I get the feeling I didn't do this right at all. Well, for one, I dropped my Yoshi. Totally confused myself there. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to learn how to do each room individually, apparently, and then put it all together at the end. Because I totally misunderstood what I was looking at. Wait. That was like the opposite of what I need. Alright. You missed Tails. Well, I've got good news for it. If you want to change it back, it's only about, what, 300 or I guess it's 75 channel point, or 750 channel points right now, isn't it? What am I supposed to be doing? I don't think I understand. No, I've definitely had some people, like, duel over character sprites. There was one I was playing, moderating Daizo's hack, like Mario World Challenges or something, and I swear the characters changed like 8 times. Well, I'm big now. I can throw the Yoshi in there a little bit, but that didn't solve the problem. Like, I can't get through there. Oh, I need to... I think I understand? 8 seems a bit low. I lost context. Okay, I think I understand what I'm supposed to do. I need to not be big, clearly. Need to get the Yoshi through here. I think if I'm big here, it won't matter. Maybe. We'll find out shortly. I guess I did it right. I think I skipped a puzzle. You want that to be a CC feature? Feels like it'd be something CC would have. Loved how you did the character swap. Yeah, it's something they could theoretically do, but an awful lot of games or hacks handle things differently, which does make it a bit challenging. But D to the 4th is clever as hell, so it's not outside their own possibility. But I'm pretty sure at this point they're like done with Super Mario World. I guess also the bigger and a more important thing is that crowd control handles handles how it does things much more differently than I do. And because of that, they want to save on ROM space, which I don't have to worry about in general. The way crowd control handles its USB nonsense is by effectively... how would I describe it? At least is my understanding. Is basically it includes all the effects in any given... in the single patch. And then it sets bytes in RAM to say, yes, do this one, yes, do that one. And then turns it off from the central server when they're done. But it's a very different mechanism than mine. Though the net effect is the same. I use the shell here. Alright, that section's not hard. Hijacks public conflict? Yes. Black magic? No. Dean of the Fourth went and sorted out an awful lot of like the standard stuff and eked out space so it will generally work in most hacks. So like, there's no reason it wouldn't work in, say, Invictus, right? Well, I guess Invictus is kind of a more vanilla-y hack anyway. Well, I need to go find a reset door. Because I went through the one-way. So basically this is going to be like a Yoshi escort mission. Yeah, and hijacks you have to be really careful with. That's something I have had to put a lot of work into. Oh, I'm chasing that. Well, nuts. I have a larger Yoshi. I don't want to be big. Oh wait, I want to hit reset. Oh, I see now. I think I see now. I'm glad I came to this room to practice first. Okay. That's what I was trying to avoid. Need help for with ASM code. Sadly, two of them use the same hijack and they conflict. I mean, theoretically, it shouldn't be too hard to have them have one call the other after the fact, but it depends upon what sort of conflict they have. Like, it's possible to chain ASMs together in sensible ways as long as you have all the sources. In fact, it's one of my favorite, like, silly tricks is just to basically hijack a spot and then have it call the next thing in the chain. Tends to work okay. One of those things that most people don't necessarily notice is there's the hijack to... Oh, wait, I wanted that, yeah. I understand, I still need the small Yoshi. That took me a sec. West Slasher fixed it. That was years ago. The ASMs have all been updated fair. Apparently you lost the ASM, oh no! Why'd you get engaged, quit school, not finish college? Yeah. I don't know. I think with programming and stuff, sometimes the college stuff was important, but it really depends upon how you can learn. Like, I can see the best part about going to college was being able to, for programming in particular, was being exposed to ideas I wouldn't have stumbled across on my own. But I probably still would have come out a decent programmer if I'd just gone straight out of high school and gotten a job somewhere. But depends on the person, definitely. Then again, I spent like 3 days trying to figure out how to divide something into 3 fractions, which was irritating as all hell. So, maybe not the best example. I did this perfectly the first time. But especially like ASM, where you're just trying to do small things, is not the trickiest in the world. I know that like sounds bad when you're talking about ASM, but like the key with ASM is just break your problem down. Break it down to each component part and figure out what you're doing. It just takes a while. Of course, the best thing about ASM is that every time you accomplish any small thing, you'll feel good about yourself. It's like, holy hell, I read a byte from a serial interface. Wow! There we go. No! All I had to do was not jump into that. Hands-on learner. Need someone to explain things in multitude ways of clicks, depending on who teaches. Pick it up fast. Gotcha. Learning the basics is the hardest part. Yep. Definitely. I can see it. In fact, the thing that bugged me most when I was doing some NES ASM was that there were a few assembly instructions I expected to exist that just didn't. Shouldn't be awake, but the Gusher Vine is awesome. Oh, it is. It really is. Like, I really want to go see what... Once I'm done with this, I'm going to look up what place it took, because I'll be shocked if this didn't do really well. Like, it's a high... It's a good concept. It's got amazing... It's got good aesthetics. There we go. Like, this part's a little painful, but it's part of how the level has to be built. And so we're not even complaining about it. Learning script editing for auto-running LM. Yeah, remember how hard it was? So hard you forgot. Fair. Yeah, that was a bit of a challenge. Yeah, I'm actually kind of getting ready to do a bunch of Windowsy stuff in the future, and so it's very likely, since I need to do like a C# starter project, that I'm going to go and throw my hat in and try to figure out how to get the C# version of LM Bridge to work. So, stay peeled on that one. Oh wait, I need my Yoshi. I set my Yoshi too fast. Right, I have to send the Yoshi slow. I still think I'm breaking this puzzle somehow. Ask so many questions. There's no shame in asking questions. Like, asking questions is a great way to learn. It's like something along the lines of, like, ignorance is not a crime. I don't blame anybody for being ignorant. This stuff's hard. It takes time to learn. I don't know why I suddenly went so much up. Oh, like some sort of weirdness with that tile. Alright. I get the feeling there was something else I was supposed to do there, but I'm so not going to complain about actually getting it. Yeah, I probably should have done green first, but I'm feeling optimistic. What? No! Why'd I die? No! That made no sense! Is my, like, B button pressing randomly now or something? Get irritated when you ask them the same question 5. Yeah, that's fair. And I definitely have done. I've definitely had that problem when I was a TA. Oh, okay. Oh, that was vexing. All right, well, let's do this one first, since I feel like this one's the one I'm most likely to die in compared to the others. Pat, please. I know, Fries. I know. I'm trying. Oh, shoot. I think one of the most important lessons I learned from TAing was always find out what the question what the person who's asking said question actually wants to know. Because very often someone will come up with a solution that may or may not be what they actually want, but they've come up with a solution that works in their mind, which might not be the right one. And drilling down to find out what problem they're actually trying to solve tends to be very useful, especially when their solutions can go massively awry. Yoshi! But to ask the question again, you don't understand the explanation. But people always give you the same explanation. Ah, there. TJB speaks are risen. Very helpful. I believe it. No, being able to restructure an explanation is incredibly important. Or else everyone's just going to use the same bus analogy forever. In fact, I even found a reference in a book. It's like, And then the best way to explain this is using a bus analogy. And I'm like, huh? This isn't even Mario 1. No, it's explaining electron variances. Completely different thing. But somehow we still end up with the bus analogy. Well, I do love a good, failure clip. I'll have to watch that. So I was in a question. Answer with question mark. Turn it back at them. That's what up-talking is. You just ask everything in a question. One of my brother's best friend growing up had an adorable little girl, and she would do that last time I saw her. Though I guess that was 10 years ago now. So I certainly hope she doesn't have to do it anymore. Wheels on the bus go round and round, analogy for science. No. Well, basically the idea is that with electron variances, you always fill up the seats in the front first and then move to the back, is sort of the tortured analogy. So it's very much unlike the buses in high school and elementary school where everyone wants to go to the back immediately. It's just you take the first seat you see, and then once those seats are full, you go to the next one. In fact, I don't even remember reading the analogy in the damn book. I think he actually just had it in a footnote. And that book had a lot of footnotes. The whole last chapter was footnotes. But by the time I got to the last chapter, I had forgotten what the hell most of those footnotes were about. Or what the context for them were. And it wasn't like a Douglas Adams book where the footnotes are fun, additional entertaining notes. It was a book about science, and so these were actually science notes. I'm just trying to push the Yoshi too fast. Yeah. It was actually a pretty good book. I would recommend it if you want a book about... that one's free. This one scares me. About science facts. It's about the periodic table. It's called The Disappearing Spoon. Because apparently something that scientists would do would be give someone a spoon that was made of gallium, and because gallium melts... I think it's gallium. Gallium melts at pretty close to just room temperature. Or a little bit above room temperature. They'd put the spoon in their coffee, and then the spoon would dissolve, and then the chemists would laugh, and then probably warn him not to drink it because it's full of a metal now, and that's probably bad for you. But, science pranks. But some of the facts were kind of interesting. Learned about Haber of the Haber-Bosch process. Learned out he was a fucking asshole. He discovered a great way to convert ammonia into nitrogen, other nitrogen compounds or something like that. And was basically nah, that's not interesting. I mostly want to make chemical weapons. But, we pretty much all fertilizer chemistry to him, which is ridiculous. Okay, and he was German, of course, during World War I. And during World War II, they were yeah, we're not into chemical weapons anymore, and you're Jewish, go away. And so he went to England and died of pneumonia. Weird story. That can't be bad. Listen to all the time. Gallium. Okay. Watched a video about Fritz Haber the other day. Yeah, he was kind of an asshole. But it's hard to deny the Haber process, or the something Haber process is a really dang good process in terms of producing nitrogen-bearing compounds or something along the lines. It's how we make nitrogen fertilizer. And nitrogen fertilizer is what makes the world go around, pretty much. Basically, we could not have 8 billion people on this planet without that process. I think fire is fine. Oh man, I should listen to some more metal. It's been a while. Did see Blue Oyster Cult when they were in Seattle. Well, Tacoma, but Seattle. Ain't nobody knows where Tacoma is. Except people who have been to the airport in Seattle, because it's closer to Tacoma than it is to Seattle. Kinda, I guess. Yeah, though, I think I might change my airport of preference. There's one to the north of Seattle now, and I like it a bit more. And since I mostly fly Alaska for the purposes of going to California, kind of could just get away with flying out of there, I think, provided the times line up. Even if I mess it up, I don't die. That's all that matters. And in fact, if I get this last one... So what's going on here, actually, I guess I should explain the vanilla mechanic, is the moons I'm collecting are actually dragon coins. Oh, that's way too fast. Once I get all 5, it'll actually save. And it'll destroy a block somewhere with Lunar magic, and I'll be able to move on to the next section. Yeah, if I hadn't hesitated, I could have made that. I was trying to read a nonfiction book recently about architecture, but then, one, it's really hard to read about architecture on a relatively small phone screen, because it turns out they want to show you an awful lot of... No! 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 Yes! Alright, what we learned here is don't do that. Kind of paying attention to a Discord call. You're getting your AFK stream. Yeah, that's kind of... Yeah, that's not unreasonable. I've certainly done similar things. Like, I've had a work call, and then, like, I've got the stream of something up in the foreground, and I've got, like, work I'm working on or something. No. Okay. I need to be a bit faster, slower. Did you do playtest properly? This is true. I do find an awful lot of interesting ways to kill myself in these games that are unexpected by the level creators. I think I went... Well, one, I went too fast. Two, the Yoshi went too fast. Well, the mushroom always moves at a fixed speed. Like, I think what you're supposed to do... Let's try to do it the way I think you're supposed to. Alright, well, that's not the way I think you're supposed to do it. I think you're supposed to knock the mushroom up a couple of those. It'll go through that thing, and then you can drop the Yoshi, and who cares how fast the Yoshi goes when you've got the conveyor belt making the mushroom go backwards. I just found a way to cheese it because there was, like, no hole right here, which I think would prevent the cheese. Oh my god. Yeah, there was a puzzle I skipped. Now I get to do them all again. Alright, well, yeah, I think yellow is, or green is still the one I do worst, and then blue, and then go from there. Yellow is certainly higher on my list of ones to do early now, for some reason. Calm down. Look at the pleasant, impressionist clouds. And try to calm down. Breathe in. Breathe out in a square. You can kind of live in a rectangle. That's sort of the same thing, right? Like, I'm not going to get out a dedicated square so I can breathe out and in on it. Isn't that what a yoga mat is, effectively? Like a square you breathe in and out on? In? Why not a triangle? Always wanted to work in an isosceles triangle. It's a gag from the Dilbert cartoon. Their building is sick, and so they're going to build a new one, and Dilbert volunteers to do all of the work. And everybody has turned into some sort of horrible mutant except him and the boss for some reason. Wally turns into a fly. Needs to be an even number is not to break the flow. Huh. So how about an octagon, then? Definitely like octagons. Or maybe some combination of squares and hexagons. Because those tessellate infinitely, and those are nice. No, well, let's go octagon. Octagon is definitely a good shape. Yeah, no, Alright, calm down. I know the trick here is just go slow. So I don't need to get the Yoshi in there fast. Alright, gonna do yellow. We're just gonna go around there and like counterclockwise. That's the way of it. Could work every corner you switch from in to out. Yeah. See, this is the way I did it. And that's the way I'm going to do it again in the event that I have to. But yeah, even like one hole there would have made it work. Just one hole and then one F-Zero would have made that not cheesable that way. But I'm so not complaining. There was another VLDC level I found a similar type of cheese in. It wanted me to do this long set of jumps. Oh, I got it right and then I did it wrong. No, 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 don't do that. Could work with an odd number shape too, but you've been told you don't focus the same with odd numbers. I'm trying to decide if this is some sort of like really intricate D's nuts joke, or if this, like you actually do yoga, or some sort of breathing exercise thing. Because I could really see it going either way. Go. Like, red I'm not really all that scared about. Blue I'm a little bit scared. Like, blue has a failure case that I don't like. And it turns out that I accidentally let go of Y, and I'm not going to press it again because that would be dumb. There we go. Wondering how it does the upside down waterfall? I think it's clearly map 16 nonsense. But I think the waterfall itself comes from the world map. Where does the checkerboard come from? I just looked at this, I'm like, that's totally Mario 3. How the hell did that happen? How does it spawn, though? Oh, I hit it. Okay, so the trick there is that baby Yoshis bounce. And when a baby Yoshi bounces, it can, in fact, hit a box. There we go. Checkerboard is in there natively? Go figure. Alright, that's it. I think we successfully did the thing. Where did it use this checkerboard? Like, I'm legitimately is it there? It's a vine made of water tiles. Yes, that's it. Right, okay, I think I want to go through here. Because this is... Yeah, I got all of the moons. Oh my! Well, that's fucking cool. Alright. I mean, still cool, but I did get hit by that. Alright. I mean, these things are hurt blocks of some sort. Oh, wait. I'm on top of the platform again. Yeah, this is definitely cooler than the last Big Boo room boss I encountered that scrolled upward. I never even beat that one. It was awful. They're really just conceptually very difficult, I suppose would be the right way to phrase it. I don't like where I'm at. That worked. Hide. Ah! There's a second one! almost at the top, though. Oh, I gotta get the moon. No! It's gonna go down! What the fuck is that? The original Boo Boss has been a while. Seriously, what is that sprite? I think I actually saw Idle explain it. It's a saw, I believe. How do I get back to where I want to be? Is this the door I need? Yes. Yeah, it's a saw with guidelines, so it's bouncing around. That's my understanding. Mumbo's hair is normaler here. Yeah, I wonder if it is something to do with color math in this level. Am I gonna have to go up and down this damn thing like 8 times? I only get 1 hit per. I don't know if I want to do this. It's a long-ass auto-scroller if I have to do it like 14 times. Yeah, and a fuzzy. Yep, that's exactly it. Saw and fuzzies. And because they're all just on the line at the right time, it just works. And it looks beautiful. And so you get that fiery snake effect, even though it's not a fire snake. Yeah, this person is insanely clever. Just save state. I wish. All SA1 and not the save state card. Because since I stopped doing Marissa World, I don't need to use the save state card anymore. For the most part. At least I haven't encountered anything that demands it. Well, at least I can get 2. Maybe. Oh, good! It doesn't scroll all the way back up. This is very tractable. You know, as long as I don't miss. Had to go for the moon. Also true. Until someone uses 25k channel points to make you... I think that might be a case where I will ask something else, I think. That was Twilight Lunar. One hell of a level. Any plans to play Grand Poo World 3 when it's released? Probably not. I don't know. I'd never beat the first level of Grand Poo World 1, to be honest. Got distracted, but yes, awesome level. Thank you for the GGs. No, there's a lot to love in this level, like massively good aesthetics. I love the Mario 64 style open worldness of it. I like the fact that I could choose which Yoshi levels to assault first and what order to do it in, though I think counterclockwise was the right one for me. Yeah, really cool level.